Namaskar and warm greetings to you from DELNET Developing Library Network, New Delhi. Distinguished speaker of today's afternoon, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, librarian, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. The eminent librarians, library and information science professionals, HODs, the faculty members, the professionals from IT and computer science departments, students, and researchers and scholars. It's indeed a profound privilege for us at DELNET to extend a very warm, hearty welcome to each one of you for joining us today at the DELNET webinar session, which is on how to make blogs for your library, learn step by step. We have with us today Dr. Rajesh Sharma, a very experienced librarian who holds a great expertise on this subject of creation of library blogs. It's a profound privilege for me at the very outset to extend a very warm, hearty welcome to you, Dr. Rajesh Sharma. Thank you very much for acceding to our request and being there with us and in sharing your vast expertise on this subject. We extend a warm welcome to you, and it is a pleasure for us to have you with us today.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Rajesh. It's indeed a pleasure to welcome each one of you who have been able to join us from different nooks and parts of the country, India, and also from many other countries. We are indeed feeling much motivated and encouraged and inspired to keep on doing these programs. And it's all because of each one of you who have always been showing a very overwhelming responses to DELNET webinars. It is yet another effort of DELNET to continue holding our monthly webinar series. And today is yet another occasion wherein we are wanting that each one of us to get benefited with the vast knowledge that our distinguished speaker, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, holds. When we talk about creating the library blogs, it's quite essential enough for each of the library and information science professional to know the various technologies which are in place for making your libraries most visible, to also work towards creating, the portals yourself. You should acquire, the required skill sets that you are in a position to do what you really want to achieve. And today, through this webinar that we are having on creation of the library blogs, it is a step in making you more acquainted that how you yourself can develop, and these are the technologies which are free of charge. These are the tools which are available free of charge. But yes, it requires a lot much of your time and efforts. And I don't want to stand much between you and our distinguished speaker. And it's a profound privilege for me to introduce Dr. Rajesh Sharma, who is a librarian at Kendriya Vidyalaya, Bilaspur in Chhattisgarh. Dr. Sharma holds a vast experience of more than nearly 3 decades in the field of library and information science. Having a brilliant academic record, he has been bestowed with numerous awards and recognitions for his immense contributions. And just to mention a few, it includes National Award to Teachers, Ministry of Education, Regional Level Selection, August 2022, Award for Excellence and Innovation in Education, Library and Information Science Education, 2022 by Global Research Foundation, which was bestowed in collaboration with the University of Trunjaya of Madura in Indonesia and IDEI Indonesia, and also associated partners SVDES and Nobel Science Press on the eve of Teachers' Day. KBS National Incentive Award 2018 for rendering quality service to Kendriya Vidyalayas, Dr. S.M. Ganguly Best School Library Award by the Indian Library Association, and many others. I'm also very pleased to inform you all that Dr. Sharma has been a prolific writer who has been writing and contributing immensely to the profession by participating and also sharing his expertise on a number of national platforms. It's indeed a pleasure to have with him today with us. It's once again, Dr. Rajesh, we take immense pleasure in welcoming you, and we really look forward to having deliberations. We would just like to apprise all our attendees here today that the session is of 90 minutes, and we would like to request Dr. Rajesh he's going to give you a very exhaustive, extensive insights today into creation of library blogs. And in order to see to it that we are also able to have fairly a good time to have an exchange of our ideas and thoughts on this topic, and also to attend to your queries, I would like to request Dr. Rajesh that if we can have the presentation for fairly around 60-65 minutes, and leaving around 15-20 minutes time for the deliberations towards the end of his session. So we'll really look forward, Rajesh ji, for the presentation. And now I would like to take an immense pleasure in requesting you to start the session. It's over to you, Dr. Rajesh.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sangeeta Kaul, Director, Developing Library Network. And when you were talking about and disseminating the information that first of all, I would like to mention that I am nothing before you and your team of the Developing Library Network. And the same time, I would also like to mention that I was really remembering that 2 decades before, it was something like 93 or 94 to 96, I worked there under that my role model. And everything I got about ICT is Dr. Rajesh Kaul, sir. And then I always, whenever I started whenever I think to create and utilize my new things, then I remember that Dr. Rajesh Kaul sahab, and then I start doing, because I got a lot of ideas how to begin with that, from basics to just complexity, step by step, how to learn. So a lot of things, and then I salute the Dr. Sangeeta Kaul's work, which is continuing the Developing Library Network and across the globe now. So I knew a lot of things from, and then I got the opportunity to work the India International Center too. And then I worked in the Dr. Sangeeta Kaul has already mentioned. So we will not waste the time. So first, I am also very happy that I got a very good opportunity at such a across global platform, that I will have to share my experience other. And then whatever the schedule you mentioned, I will try my level best to stick to it. So for the benefit of the users, I always try to satisfy, and I always try to see that whatever the 5 laws of the Dr. S. R. Ranganathan. So after having said all those things, I tried my level best to divide this session of this webinar into three phases. First phase will include some sort of demonstration of what I did, so that we will try our level best to know in what way the weblogs may be created. So second portion, although it's I would not like to test the theoretical aspects. We have already been aware about that, what is the web log is all about, and what the theoretical, but some sort of prerequisite through by means of the slides, which we will be looking into it. And third part, which is most important and much time I will be devoting to create a step by step. That is the main motto of this webinar. So now we have to utilize all my dear friends and all the respected dear learners. I've just forgotten to mention that all the respected teachers, library professionals, and whatever that joined this webinar. So good afternoon to you all. And now I'm just going to start my session. Initially, I would say that web blogs, or we can say that library blogs, it's a type of, we can mention it's an online journal. If you see that, we can imagine that online journal. It's an informational website, and which is used to provide that information. And basically, when we use weblogs, then the most importantly, it is most recent post will come first. So it is reverse chronological order. Whatever the posting we are being executed, that has to be in the reverse chronological order. In what way, that I will be creating and demonstrating you. We have plenty of platform by which we can create our weblogs, and here we have to stick to the library blog. So now we have a very good blogger. Through blogger we can use it, and also we have WordPress and whatnot. So now if Dr. Sangeeta Kaul has mentioned we have to use and free of cost, then if we are willing to create our weblogs free of cost, or rather our library blog free of cost, then it's suggested that we have to switch it over to the blogger, because it's not too difficult, rather simple to create. And then we have to see that what is the prerequisite required. So needless to mention that we should have a net connectivity, simple. We should have some PC or laptop, very simple. And then we have to see that whether which platform we are going to see. We should not be bothered about domain name. And previously, when I was not getting in 2011, 12, 13, I was much bothered about domain name, space, and so on. But now, if you have only one thing, Google Gmail account, then you are in a position to create a weblog within 15 or 20 minutes. And so let's see in what way we are going to create our weblogs. So I will request Dr. Sangeeta Kaul to give me a 1 or 2 minutes time to share my screen, so that I will show my work, so that the attendees will come to know that what is the weblogs is all about, though they will be knowing. So now, please. So now
Dr.
let's
Rajesh,
see.
we have already given you the control is in your hand. You can move to the next slide.
I am going to minimize it first.
The slide, yeah.
No, it is not coming there. Okay.
You can move to the next slide.
No, it's not coming.
No, it is. You just move to the next slide.
Can you open from your side?
Just for a second, we'll give you once again a control. We are again giving you once again a control.
The control.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, we are just doing that. Yeah.
It seems it has gone. Yeah.
No
Show my screen.
You you accept it again.
Thank you. I accepted it.
And just go to the next slide.
It is not showing here.
On the PPT file only, you have to go to the next slide. On the PPT file.
But it is not coming from where I have to take it.
We're able to do it. Just put an escape, press an escape.
No, I did it.
And yeah, now try to see, it should move to the next slide. You do with the right.
Yeah, it has come now. Is it visible?
No, the next slide, you go to the next slide, Rajesh.
No, I have already switched over to the next slide.
This is fine. It is
I think it's a network. Yeah, network issues. It's a speed issues. I think it's a slow.
Yeah, it is coming. Yes, it is fine. It is fine. Please go ahead.
Contents are visible, so I'm pretty sorry for that from my side.
No problem.
It is a little bit slow, I think now. So that is why it takes time. Okay, now. So as I mentioned, now I'm starting. As I mentioned that I have just divided this session into 3 parts. So first part, I just let you all know about what is the weblog is all about. Now, secondly, we will see that what is the prerequisite is. So we already know about components of the URL. Need not to say that we should have some domain name, and so if we have a uniform resource locator URL, then it has these type of parts, like one part is protocol and another part is reference and domain. So now if you get free weblog, you are willing to construct the free weblogs, then it means that you are going to have some subdomain. Like if you are using Blogger platform, then you will get blogspot.com. If you are using free of cost WordPress sites, then you will be having another type of subdomain that I will be showing. But suppose you don't want, you want the direct domain name which suits to your institution, then you have to purchase it. So in what way you can purchase? It's not too much costly. It will be taking only hardly 2,500 to 3,000 per year, and so now we will be seeing WordPress cost and then Blogger cost. So this is all about then domain, protocol, and path. We all know that. So I'm not going to waste much time on it. Now directly coming to the creation of some of the weblogs, though I have created as many as 8 blogs, but I selected my 4 blogs here so that I can show, and I can take only 5 to 10 minutes, so that whatever the restructuring I have done, that depending upon the requisition of my users of my library. So we have to take care of this prior to decide of a weblog, creation of a weblog. It is much more important that we have to accumulate the whatever the desire whatever the requirement of our users. What are the requirement of your users, which we will have to pen it down. Otherwise, it will not be much meaningful, first of all, and second, it will be a lot of wasting of time. So we have to see time management also. A lot of focus is required. So be ready for these type of parts, which is actually prerequisite, not a technical aspect that we know only we should have email, Gmail account, and then we should have only PC with internet net connectivity and whatnot. So Dr. Sangeeta Paul, is it visible? Is it visible?
Very much, Dr. Yeah, Rajesh, it's visible, please.
Thank you so much. So, okay, I'm continuing. So now let's take instance of certain weblogs which I have constructed and you also have constructed. So we have to enhance our ideas. We have to update ourselves. So these things are the prerequisite. We have to take 1 week or 10 days and a lot of feedbacks from the your users or your library readers, and so now you will be getting a lot of perfect ideas. Then only you switch it over and start constructing it, so that it will not only save your time and but also the same time you will get the perfect weblogs which will be highly meaningful, for which you are going to create it. So now let's see that these are certain websites which may not suit you, but it's a library website. And I am working in the school environment. You are working in the college environment. You are working in the networking center. You may be working in the any documentation center, but our users remain same. Our services more or less principally same, like circulation, cataloging, digital library, these type of concepts which we are having, full text data retrieval, specialized services like current awareness services, selected dissemination of services. If you see talk about some big centers like National Informatics Centers, that we are accessing Medlar databases and whatnot now. But we have to stick, what I mean to convey or disseminate, that we have to stick to that user's requirement. Then it will be highly workful. So now it's nothing but that weblog is also application of library 2.0 tools. So I have used, this is all about that outcome of pandemic. Pandemic given me a great opportunity to enhance these ideas and to implement. Then only I've been able to just execute these. So let's see, I will not going to waste much time. This is www.crosswiseaccess.blogspot.com. This is entirely based upon users requirement, so it may look a little bit different. kvbsp2020.in, here there is no such word of WordPress, but since I have purchased a domain because I was needed a much space, so I just spent as many as rupees, I think rupees 3,500 in order to have domain along with some say space. So I got 6 to 8 GB space. It depends upon different companies and whatever the service providers. So it rate or cost may little bit vary. So you have to just take the approval from your authorities. So in order to have some space and domain name, I got this approval from my authorities, and he happily approved it, and I got it. So I will be showing this also. Now, as far as this is concerned and today's webinar is concerned, we are much focused on, because we may belong to the private sector, we are belonging to the government, non-NGO sector, and so on. So now especially to begin with, we should have some sort of free service provider. So the Blogger is a wonderful platform by which you can create. So now you have to see that in what way I have created. This is the free of cost, because you are seeing that one subdomain is attached here, namely blogspot.com. It may be as classwiseaccess.in, but now in that case you have to spend some money. So what how much money now these days? Because if you see that if it is festival, then maybe discount. So you have to be careful, and then you take advantage of it. So we will be looking now what the price offering they are, and so on. So now see that in what way I have just created, because this is based upon that user's requirement. So as you imagine that it has needless to mention, it has certain sections like header, it has main body section, it has, I will be showing you, it has likewise, it has sidebars. Sidebars may be divided into 2 or 3, right? left and right sidebars, depending, and then marquee you are seeing. And if I use the term marquee, it's a movable text. I don't know about anything regarding HTML. And because we may be technical saving, but we are not a source code writer or program writer or like MCAs or so on. But now we have to take advantage of that, whatever that available under control marquee commands. So these, if you know that, so you can execute without being aware about any type of source code. So I will show in what way you can use this type of moving text to. Previously I was not doing, but now I tried my level best to update myself regularly, and accordingly I just made it. So you are seeing that this type of work. This is one of my weblog which belongs to primary, upper primary. So I will showing you can also attach any type of images also in the footer, in the header, in the anywhere you want in your blog. So this is one sample. I'm just going to show you. Now here you are seeing different types of access points in the header section. Just below the header section, home by default it comes. Now I am sure that you definitely be willing to have whatever that library you are having, opaque online public access catalog. So everyone is willing from any part of the world, one intends to see your catalog. So that is why I always give stress to create opaque, and then through by means of creation of our library through library software, I got attached this link in the weblog. So this also provides a different type of access with one platform. With one click you can access a lot of digital resources. Now here you are seeing that teachers teaching study materials class subject wise. Teachers wants, our authorities wants that we should be in a position to use from your weblogs then anytime, anywhere, from anywhere, the teachers teaching study materials. So I just tried my level best to accumulate these resources, and through weblog I made it available. Now class wise, class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you if you click here you will see what will happen, what the values will return. I am just demonstrating, and after that I will step by step be giving you the ideas to how to create it. Now see that class 1, if you click that book Hindi, then it will automatically be coming. So now one access. It may happen that there is shortage of books in your city. You are residing in rural areas and so, and it is not able. You are not able. Your student not able to access this type of resources. Now you can just you can access it and utilize for effective teaching learning. So I am just closing it and going back to this. So now you see likewise a lot of access points I have given. I am not opening each and every, but the important things I am showing so that you will come to know about what type of blogs structure, what type of structure of any blog. So now see that it's a burning new education policy of MHRD as far as education concerns, as far as this education institutions are concerned. So it's a primary thing. So it's the most important things that we should be aware about new education policy, because we have to implement, and being that central government entities, we have to implement first. So now I have just made it available for our users. Now split up syllabus, because it's a unique throughout the country, and wherever in the abroad that KVS is functioning, that split up syllabus can be accessed with one click only. You need not to go anywhere, and don't waste time. You simply with one click you can download it and keep it safe in your drive. So this is the split up syllabus of for all the KVS across the India. You can give them, you can download it, you can use it, you can share it, and since it's in open domain, so it's a free of cost. So now it's working, and depending upon the speed it will come. Though I am having 150 MB per second, so per minute, so it will come. So KVS is split up syllabus of primary will come here. So it is reading from the source and then it will come. So likewise, meanwhile it will come. Yeah, just it has come because it's a lengthy one. So now you can access by clipping, and then you can give to your to whomsoever wants it. Just disseminate it. So likewise, this is, I'm just closing it. Let's see another aspects of this. So this is about header section and your access points. and from interface. So through the interface, different options are there, and how you are going to use the different options through the interface, that I will step by step I will let you know. So now these are the things Vidyalaya Khabron. It's very interesting. It's new links of our functioning of our Vidyalaya will come with one click. So I have just indexed, and so that is why I told that initially it requires a lot of devotion, time, dedication, focus, concentration. So now you have to give at least 1 or 2 hours daily so that you can update. That is why it is said that it's different from a website. Website is formal, and weblog we see that it's informal and informative at the same time. It's not static in nature. We can say that it is dynamic in nature. So that is why you can now come to know that it's dynamic. So now latest entries of you are seeing that displaying first, so that it is reversible chronological order. You can place your annual reports with Vidyalaya magazine, whatever the current contents. Now here it can be replaced by current awareness services, selected dissemination services. Since I am working in the school environment, so I have attached this. So now it is, as I mentioned, it is also for the upper primary and senior secondary weblogs. Now I have give connectivity. It's the beauty of this weblog is that with one blog you can access many blogs too. So like in what way you can access it? Let's see. Just one click away with all the blocks of your Vidyalaya. It's upper primary, secondary. Here you can see and click open link in the new tab. So it will come likewise. So it is reading and come depending upon the speed of your network. So it will be coming. Since I have given linking of other blogs, so likewise it is coming. See, online access to class-wise subject material. It's exclusively for board class student, and then some sort of materials also for 9th and 8th also. So like see that here a lot of OER also, e-contents also, COVID-19 vaccination program of this Vidyalayas. It is most important government initiatives of Ministry of Education is also there, like 100 days reading campaign, Shikshak per. You are saying that. So since we are the government institutions, so we have to execute all the policies of the government. So this is, and a lot of digitization. So we have to be, we must use that application of Library 2.0, and it's a very wonderful opportunity to use it. So likewise, you are saying that curriculum, e-contents, primary weblog. I'm just randomly selecting and saying like PISA, you might have heard this type of word, student resource materials, all those. From where I got it, all those I just sit for months, and then I got the feedback from the students, teachers, authorities. I just be accumulating these materials in my drives, and then only I started working on my weblogs. Now quarterly I am just getting that feedback, and so now this helps me. Like suppose the student is studying in senior classes, then career, what career after 10 plus 2 may be very useful for, because some of the students conveyed me that please made available the career resources. Now you are seeing in this blog, it's made in the WordPress.
Rajesh, sorry to, I am, sorry for the intrusion. I was wondering,
Yes.
because of paucity of time,
Yes.
Rajesh, can we, show them that how they can create? It's really so wonderful to see the enormous work that you have done, and let them also, get to know that how they how each and every professional colleague of ours can also create the same thing what you have done, in such a marvelous way for your own school. So we would
Definitely.
appreciate that if we can
I'm
have
sorry. I'm sorry. Very sorry that I have taken 2 or 5 minutes more. But now I'm
Rajesh, it's not so. Because of time constraint, only nothing more. It's wonderful to see the work that you are doing.
thank
Please.
you very much.
Thank you. Sorry for
Definitely.
this. Yeah. Sorry for this.
No,
Yeah.
not at all, not at all. It's a really correct to just mention that we have to see that practical approach. Practical approach is much more important. So likewise, we are now getting the practical approach. Like as I mentioned initially, that in the third phase we will have to see that. So like it may take some 30 minutes or 40 minutes. So let's see one step by step, very slowly. So now what way we are going to create free library block? That is the motto of our today's webinar. So Dr. Sangeeta Paul, if you give me 5 more minutes time to just see, I will show that the screenshots. So that screenshot will enable the attendees to know that in what way we are going to create. Then I will switch it over to practical. So
it is entirely yours. Like, you please kindly do it the way that you want it, Dr. Rajesh. No, please.
Thank you. So now within 5 minutes that I'm showing that I have taken the screenshots. With the screenshot, why I am taking it, because it will help to when I will be creating practically and step by step. So that prior to that, we will see that in what way we can create. So now, as I initially mentioned, that we should have one email. So just go to your email, click and activate your blogger. Or there is another way to create. You just go blogger.com, and then you activate your accounts, and then also you can come to this screen. So this is the interface of blogger. Now here you have to create your weblogs, and what way you are going to create through this screenshots I am just explaining. Here you are seeing different options there in the interface, like post followed by status, comments, earnings. It's a totally for business purpose. Now since we are the academic, so I'm not touching it. And then pages, layout, theme. Now see that what will be followed by. So now you have to choose a name. In what way you will select, choose the, and what way you will create your URL, that I will explain within a minute. So this is the way to create. Now again, after having creation of, so first of all you have to create your URL through by means of your Gmail account. That's all. Then you have to create, once you create your URL, then you have to just activate and then work and structure by means of layout and different themes, and then you have to create this. So better, these are the screenshot, but it will be, you will better understand if I use directly practically, then I will be explaining you. So very quickly you can hyperlink it, and what way you will hyperlink it, so that everything will come, that I will explain step by step creation of weblogs in what way. So this is the, when you haven't selected any type of theme, then you are seeing that it's very simple. Now you have to make it very in a direct decorative way. It has to be attractive, so that your readers will access with ease. So now we have that our either here themes, and so by means of different themes you select it, and it's freely available, you can select it. So how you will select, how will you customize it, and how you are going to, even one more thing which is coming to my mind, because some of my friends is also asking about real simple syndication like RSS, that I will also I will letting you know today only, because it's very important. If we want to show the certain websites work and it is regularly updating, then it can also be accommodated in our weblogs. In what way we will do that, I will just show you through the layout. These are certain gadgets. To by means of gadget you can add this. By means of gadget, anywhere from sidebar, in the header or in footer, anywhere as per your wish you can append any gadget. We will see that. So now you have to configure different type of your willingness. So you just configure it, and likewise I just pasted it's an image of my Vidyalaya, so I did it. So likewise you will proceed yourself, and as I mentioned, it is required a lot of devotion and time. So the fruit will be a very quality oriented. So definitely, so the time you, as much time you will give, the quality oriented blog will definitely emerge. So let's see. Just I'm showing the screenshots. Now, how to create it? As I mentioned, I'm just going to, I have just created a blog for district library. So I'm using the email. So now, as I mentioned, there are two ways. First way, you go to your email, and then from email, you can select the blogger. Or another option is, now I have created, I have started step by step creation of library blog. So this is the first step. You have to go to your Google account, Gmail, activate your Gmail account, or yeah, or you can just go to the Blogger account. So www.blogger.com. This is another way. So there are two ways. Anyway, you can opt it. So I am switching it over to my. I am going to my email account. It's a district library account which I have created during pandemic, when that library services from home were taking place. Now see that it's an email. Now you are seeing a lot of feedback type of link is coming also. So we will be seeing that in what way we can just append to our weblogs. So just second part, as soon as you reach to your Gmail account, you just click to these 9 dots. I will just give left. Okay. Now click into it. Go to Blogger. It's a very simple way, and it's very useful for beginner. Maybe most of us are already aware, but now we will see that some how RSS can be appended and some complex things or advancement we will also see. So click on Blogger. This is the second step. See what will happen. It will take 30 seconds or so now. Now you see that it may happen that you are just beginning and you are creating your weblogs first time. It may happen that you are creating a second time, or then you have already created some library blocks. So what are the ways to do so or to proceed with? You have to just click this down arrow. If we have already one web, already have our library block, but now we think that we have to create another library block for another department. Like in our system, primary wings is totally entirely different. So now we have to create as many as 3 different library blocks for them. So now you just have to, in that case, you have to click down arrow. Now click on new block. The moment you will click the new block, you see that here option is given that you have to mention and you have to select your title of your blog. Suppose you can give title which is very relevant one, like in my case and your case it may vary. So I am giving, since I am working in a school environment, so I am giving any name you can get, like library blog of, suppose I am giving library blog. This is the title of our today's webinar, so I am using it, library blog of KV Bilaspur. You can give any name here as per your wish. Blog of anything you can give. Now here you are saying there are 2 options beneath this, cancel and next. So if you are totally satisfied with this name, better you get approval from your boss also what should be the title of this. So now although you can change it later on also through the setting options. So I'll be letting you know in what way. But now here we have to choose a name in the beginning of the creation of blog. So now you have to click next. Here you are seeing again opportunity to go to the previous one. If by mistaken you have just taken to the next window, so now you can go, you have even option. But now I have just given save. So now here it is giving choose a URL. Now this is the time you have to create your URL. Uniform resource locator now has to be created. Now what are the ways you have to think what should be your URL. So for example, I am working in Kendriya Vidyalaya Bilaspur Raipur region, and I am constructing the web block for our library and for our readers. So here I am giving KV BSP. Now you see that I intend to have KV BSP dot. Since this is the subdomain, because we are using free of cost facilities. So now Google is giving its name here. If you don't want here is subdomain, then you need to purchase. From where you can purchase, I will be showing. So now I don't require it. I am very satisfied with this. No problem. So I am very satisfied with kvbsp.blogspot.com. It may be anything as per your requirement, as per your wish. You can specify your URL here. Now here you see that just beneath that KVBSP, it is coming, sorry, this blog address is not available. It means that someone has already taken. So now in that case, you have to change it because it has already been used. So now I'm since constructing in the year of 2022. So let's see that what will happen, whether it will take or not. KV, the moment I entered KV 2020, it's still somebody has taken. So now I am just taking KVBSP updated any name here. Here you see that now this time it is taken like this blog address is available. So now see KVBSP updated Likewise, you change, you should have 4 or 5 options, and then one by one you try it. So now this option is available. So kvbsp updated .blogspot.com will be your URL. So you just save it. Here one more thing that I have forgotten to mention. Here there will be no space at all. Here there will be no space. Otherwise it won't take. An error message will come. So take care of this aspect. Now click save. It will take hardly 30 seconds time to create your URL. Now you have not created your weblogs actually. You have created a URL with a title of your library blog only. This much of thing has been done now. You can see that view blog anytime you want. You see what type of structure is showing. There is nothing here. Library blog of KB Blaspur. Here you see in the left side, you can update and you can customize your profile. So how will you create it? We will have to see that. So by now, only things that we have just given a title of our blog along with URL we have created successfully. So these two things are much more important, very, very important to begin with the blog. So now we see that in what way we are going to create it, and it has to be, I will be taking certain example that may vary with you, but now you can once you know the in what principally it can be created, so now you will replace it. So now let's see some examples in what way we are going to create. So you are seeing here certain options under this interface like post is, then status and so on. So let's see in what way we can create our post. So I'm just clicking here. Here a option is plus new post. So we want to create our first post. Here you give, I am just very quickly taking as OPEC because OPEC is mandatory for each library. So here you can type, or you just previously you have already typed certain text and you can append here. You can append the images also. You can, so anything you can add here. So likewise, I am just giving online public access catalog. So you are seeing that the heading is coming, online public access catalog. Okay, now see that you have to make it as a heading, big heading, so that it will look differently. So you can select it. Here you are seeing a lot of options by which you can give glimpses to your headings or glimpses to your particular sections. So now I want it to be a heading, not a major heading, but a heading. So it will look like immediately it will change. And suppose I want it to be a bold one, so change it to bold. You can italic, you can underline it. So these are different utilities like MS Word, you can do that. Now the important aspect is that you want that every reader, as soon as the click, he or she clicks the your on OPEC, then OPEC will open. So how it has to be created, or how it has to be appended here. So this is the way you are seeing here is insert option. You have to go to the insert or edit link. Here you can just first of all you have to select it. Whatever attributes you are going to append, you have to select it first. You select it. Now another thing, you can just justify center align, right align text. Suppose I want it to be center align. So I intended to be like this, so it has been done. So it's very simple. Likewise, it's given certain things bullet and so these are glimpses you can just create, and then it looks very attractive and so now here you see that it's a HTML or compose. It's in compose way because we are writing text, because we have not been aware about any HTML. But if you want to see that in what way the HTML text will look like, if you already know, then you might have typed like this. So now I'm just not doing this. So just undo it and go to the compose version. So so now it is in docked mode, you are saying. So again, if you are you have to just open it again. Since you are saying that it has gone, that is why I have selected it. Now you go to the compose mode, compose view. Now because I have not published it or save it, that is why it has gone. So now again you have to be take care of these aspects. So that is why I selected it options for you. So online public access catalog, again I am typing. Okay, select it. I'm not doing much more attributes to it, only heading, making it as heading. Now this is much more important aspects. In what way you have to show your opaque? So here you are saying text already been taken. Now you have to paste the link. So now you have to be ready with this. Suppose I have already been prepared certain things. I have already planned, taken meetings with the department heads, and then some different feedbacks on the basis of that, so that I got some certain things so that I can select and save a lot of time. So you just select about OPEC. I have created OPEC using eGranthalaya. So we have been automated our library in every aspect, including barcoding, with this type of thing. So now you have to just be ready with this, so that I'm just saving our time. So okay, within 20 seconds it has come. It's very simple. Now we intend to have in the open, we want to open this link in a new window. So you have to just click it and apply, simple. So now this is the way to hyperlink anything what you want. So you have to just add, make it as heading, subheading as per the requirement, minor heading, paragraph, or whatever the case may be. Now you have to just first select it, otherwise so it won't come, and just simply click on this insert link. It will automatically be taken to this and apply. Now see that here another option, the most important options, I'm very quickly touching it. You there may be cases that student or your readers wants separately, that it should separate show, like online public access catalog is just displaying separately in your blog, so that very quickly without wasting time. So now you can label it. How we will do that? You just click label and give the heading. Just here you see that no matching suggestions, because I haven't given, so question cannot work here. No matching suggestions, so I am just giving, I'm saving time, just typing up anything, you can type it. Now here you see that there are certain another opportunities to have certain options. We can make it available for, like we can allow it to all the users. Okay, please give me time because my battery is going down. So I'm just recharging my PC. Just give me one.
Take your time, no problem, Rajesh.
It's over now. So where we were just knowing that how to label it. We already came to know about, in fact, label. Now publish, here you can change as per your requirement. If you give it, select it automatic, then automatic the today's date will come. But now you can set date and time. Suppose you intended to select the date, anything date which is not today's date, then you can do likewise. So these options provide you opportunity to set the date. Now paralink, it will give you a link of this particular page to access. You can save and give even in WhatsApp and any social media you can give, so that anyone can access. So these are the facilities which have been appended by the blogger free of cost. So that is the beauty of this, and we are not seeing not paying anything. So see that how beautiful this. Now we can set our location also here. You can set location. So these are the different options available. So make it ready, available for you allow all the readers, because it is going to be public. So now here union, this is union public access catalog. Here let's see what will happen. You just first publish it. This will publish your post into your blogs. And how will it look like? We will see that. View blog. Now you see that previously it was showing nothing. Now we have added in our blog a opaque. Now the moment the reader will click opaque, it will access. See that? Now it has gone to the library opaque here. You just click it. Here. You click it and it will let you know the opaque of your library. It will take time because OPEC is huge one, but since the speed is there, so that it will take hardly 15-20 seconds. It has come now. So now this is the OPEC of my library. So see this is my library is working in hybrid way. So only thing we have to enhance our ICT skill, and we have to give and devote, and we have to give time. So everything will work, and our students should be very happy. Our users rather, whosoever it is. So if our users remain happy, then we are happy. So we are utilizing our enhancement of this ICT skill, and pandemic has given a lot of time to do so. So now you can, I won't waste time by giving here. You can just type down any type of, suppose you want any subject like biology. So whatever books the biology in our library will come here. So likewise, you can show the catalogs of your library in different views, like view holdings, full holdings, likewise, you can see. So now whosoever software will be, any software you have automated your library, you have just to provide the link, and in what way you have to give link, that I've just shown you. So this is the way to create a particular post. Now we haven't created any pages. So first of all, I create first 2-3 posts, and thereafter I will, suppose the users are willing to see the virtual libraries, because we are living in the age of digital time. So now we have to create some digital library. It may be another requisite, because this is the requisition of my users. So now I knew it, so that is why I'm remembering and knowing, and then I'm taking it as example. So now virtual library, here you type it virtual library, and here you see that you have to provide the virtual libraries and collections. Suppose I have created as many as 50, more than 50 virtual libraries during last previous year or two, 2020 and 21, because it has been mandatory by the library policy of KBS. So now we have to do it. So collection of here simply you give collection of, you can give any string of sentences or paragraph, anything, but for that saving of time, I'm just taking one sentence: collection of virtual libraries on different themes. It may be the celebration of librarian day, it may be celebration of library week, it may be celebration of Independence Day, anything. So now we see you can make it as heading or subheading or so. Suppose in this case, we make it as minor headings. You see that now give some impact, color impact, like this. I have done it, like I have given color to this. Now after having gained different attributes, now you just go to the hyperlinking it. Now you should be knowing where it is. So I have just done it. You see that various parts like DELNET, classification, David decimal, virtual. This is the virtual library KB Bilaspur. So you just select it because it is residing in my drive. So you just select. This I have been taken to certain example. There are many hundred, more than 100 or so links. So as many as information you will be utilizing, depending upon that user interest, it will be highly effective your blog is. So now you select it and open. You have to be open this link into the new windows. Now you can paste here images, also collection of virtual library on different themes. You can paste it, and then simply I'm just also labeling it as, give the label like virtual library vlib, and publish it. By default it is taking all the readers here. So confirm it. If you forget to confirm, it won't save and it won't come. So you have to update always and confirm it, and then you have to save your work in the particular interface you are working by using different option. So now let's see, always see after having completion of a task, you see that it is not showing right now, but now the moment I refresh it, what changes we will see that. Here OPEC is coming, and you are saying this is KB library, this one. Okay, here you are saying that virtual library and OPEC, two things we have already done it and publish it. Now you just go to the view block. You see what changes. Virtual library has come, and it is just on the top because it's the latest one. So that is the beauty of the block. So that is why I have mentioned the blog is always in a reverse chronological order. So likewise, and it is showing date. Date format can be changed also. So through the settings, I will be showing you. So within a minute. So virtual library and OPEC. So these are the two different posts you can create. Likewise, here even we have created certain things. It is not nothing but have something, but it is not attractive. It is not. It's not in a symmetry one. So in what way? Let's see. You are seeing different option in your interface. So you have to select layout and another thing theme. So select one theme and pages. So first we create some pages also, because we have already planned and already accumulated the ideas and the information of different pages. So suppose one wants home by default will come. OPEC we have created as post. So now your user want to see that the functionings and then various services of developing library network. So here by the permission you take first prior permission of this developing library network, and then you have to take permission of the authorities of the DELNET, and then after that you can just give the link. So here I'm just saving the time and just typing DELNET services and membership. Here you can type forthcoming NACLIN also, because I am always looking the services of NACLIN. I am highly inspired of this. So now yeah, these are the things. Suppose you want it to be as page, then see what will happen. I am not touching this, not going anywhere, but only I have to give the link. So give link to this. It's a beauty. It's a saving time. I've just thought upon previously. I was just pasting PDF and so on. It is taking a lot of time, a number of space and pages. So now I just what I did it. I just accumulated this thing under a drive, and then it is saving time and also space. So now you just go and select the developing library network URL. You once you remember, you have to take the permission. If you are opting, like I have taken permission from National Digital Library of India, though I have worked also for them. So now you have to just see that certain things, certain examples of certain librarians of the Kendriya Vidyalayas are giving their materials too for their, so in public domain. So now you just be likewise, you just open this link and apply. It's very simple. Fundamental will remain same, but here no labeling at all. It's a page setting options are coming. So now you have to allow to your users, because it has to be public after all. So now publish it and then confirm. If you are not confirming it, it is not going to save it. Now you see that one post has been successfully created. It is showing, but whether it has come in our blog or not, we see. Still we don't have any images in our profile that we will create soon. So you see, check one by one. It will hardly take 1 or 2 days. Then within 1 or 2 days, you will be creating your very attractive blog. Here you are seeing that even saving, even after creation of the page and even refreshing this page, it has not come here. Only posts are visible. So there are ways by which we can make it visible. Here we have saved it, we have created, it's okay. But now what is the way we see that? You have to see and go to the layout now. You see that there are sidebars, there are gadgets. So now you intend to have your, there first see that page body, your blog post, first see that footer. So different options are there. So again, I'm clicking, I'm refreshing, because it has to be a header section here. Yeah. Under the header you will get a column. So now first you see that, and you just try to do and make some R&D. Here you are seeing that library blog of KV Bilaspur is coming. Now this is another thing. You want to have some sort of image, because here there is no image at all. So you can append the image. But prior to that, we see that in what way we can have our page visible in our blog. So in what way we will see that? See, there is another option. Page gadget is there. You can show your pages in your sidebar, in your heading, wherever you want. So there is a way. You just have to click it and add a new item here. So you will return here page name. Like home will come by default. You know that DELNET has come here. So we have to configure it here. So just click the DELNET it will be automatically taking a URL of this. You need not to type it down anything, and just you need to save it. Once you save, suppose you have created by now only one page, so it is showing only one. You can create as many as pages, then it will be coming here. So now save it. I'm taking it as only for demonstration purpose. Now you are seeing, now you just check your weblog, just refresh it and see your from anywhere of your blog whether it has come or not. Okay, we have to go to the view blog. Now you see it is still not showing. So in what way you can create? Go to the blogger. Under the header section there is a section called column which will come, and then only you can do so. So see that. Prior to that, we have to also select a theme. So there are themes. Suppose our blog is looking like this. It's not at all attractive. So we have to select a theme so that it has to be attractive and a proper structure. So there are certain free of cost it's offering, blogger offering free of cost. So let's select anything for demo purpose. We simple. Okay, we select simple. Now you can customize it, and after having customization and then apply. So first we see that in what type of this our blog is looking like. You see here a lot of changes. Previously it was not at all looking good, but now it will look like this. Without image, your heading is coming, virtual library now coming, opaque is now coming, and here it is automatically by default is coming. Label, we have assigned labels to our blog, that opaque and VLib is also coming. Here we have assigned the, here pages are coming, you see, home and DELNET. So now home and DELNET, since we have created by now only one page, so here only one page DELNET is coming. So let's go back to this. We have seen review. Now customize, you can customize as per your requirement. You can select background image also, main color theme. I am very satisfied with this type of color, so I need not to, first I want to just complete my weblog, then thereafter a lot of customization can be done. So these are the options by which you can do that. So now you can check the width also, see what in what way you can do that and how will it look like. See that there is changes. If you see here 141, here it's very, here margin has been shortened. See that. Previously it was, width was high. Let's see. So this width is okay. Otherwise you do as per your wish. Now it little bit it's okay. So it's entirely different than that of this. Means it is separate from our main block, and it is a sidebar. It's a main bar. It's a sidebar. So sidebar should be looking different, or looking separate rather from the main bar. Here likewise you can, for this you can set it for entire block like this. So these are the changes you can do that. Once you do that, always don't remember, so this is the layout. Again you can go and layout. Suppose only sidebars are coming on the right side, but we want it to be either side, so just select it. Okay, likewise you can restructure and give glimpses to your block. So these are the themes color you can select it. Okay, now one thing you remember, it has still not been saved, and here you just search. For 5 years I still remember that I tried my level best, but it's still not coming. So many times I tried but not saving. But here later on I saw that there is a switch save column here. You have to, there is a save option here, you have to click save here. Now some gadget may become visible. Here it's giving, then we already knew it, so now save it, it is updated. Now here there is no option of saving, it has to be here. So there is some changes as per any updation in the weblogs or blogger. So likewise you have to see some help menus of or help see manual of this blogger. So keep continue touching and updating by these type of webinars, so you will come to know about this. So now it seems that it has been done it because we have saved it. So unless until saved, it won't work. Now you see that our blog, current status of our blog, how it is looking like now. Now see that. It is showing post, it is showing heading. Now it is showing like posts. Now pages. Pages, since we have assigned it in the right side of the bar, the right side, sidebar, right sidebar, then that is why it is showing in this area. Otherwise, if you would have been assigned in this gadget, you would have opted the gadget of header section, that would it would have come here. Okay. So now see, still our footer section lying empty. Now our blog at least has started some glimpses, some showing some sort of attractiveness. Now still, if we think that here some images should become, some image should come, here I intend to have my profile. So how it can be added? How I would like to tell that now these days 2020 World Cup is coming, so that I want some sort of information should be here. Some marquee is going. So we have just completed 40 or 50%. Now see in what way very quickly this can be done. So now we have applied theme. Theme can be changed anytime. Layout can be added or deleted anytime. So now see that here we want this type of post, creation of post should come below the head so that it will be meaningful. So just add it, as I mentioned, we have to add it. I'm sorry, we have to add in the cross column. So add a gadget. Take it, see that different types of gadgets here. A lot of gadgets. You use any gadget and free of cost. So see that when that blogger is offering us these type of utilities and any space, no limitation of space, so that needless to it's not required to just waste any type of money if our requirement as far as this our blog is concerned. So now see, I have to come to the point, and then we are seeing we have to create pages. So it will display in written when we create a list of the standalone pages. So see that in what way pages here is coming, page list. Since we have created only one, so we have to add it here. Page name you can add DELNET, and here you can specify either DELNET URL, or it's by default it is giving the DELNET website here what we have given. So now save it. Now again save. Wherever the save option, you have to be careful, otherwise it won't be taking it. Now see the current view of our blog. We wanted here our post. It is lying empty. Still images are not there. Two things we have to do immediately. So now we see that. See how much time? Nothing. You just click and refresh it and see. Sorry, we have to click here and it will be coming like this. So let's see. Here you are seeing its home has come. Here also. Here it is in the sidebar. You can minimize the width of this also by doing customization. Now here DELNET is coming as a page. These are the posts. It is static in nature because it's lying always, and it is limited to 7. You can make it 10, 12, any type of number of pages. So then we will see it. But now you are seeing your pages. You just created DELNET and it has come here. And we were creating virtual library under the heading, under the option of post. So it is coming here. So this is the way you just click it, and you will be, I think, going to be the DELNET. Here it has come, and you can go and see the DELNET services. So this is the #1 networking center across the globe nowadays, I suppose. So this is the thing, you can go across. Suppose you have forgotten any you want CBSE curriculum, you want our Sangatan's URL, but you have forgotten, you don't remember, you don't need to remember. You just has to remember only one your library blog, which is that is why it has to be very simple, and then to the point type of string, so that it is very easy to remember. So likewise you can access anything. That is the beauty. That is why it is a dynamic in nature. So now let's see again here what. So why, in what way we can do that? We have to paste it under the header section. So here you see and go and images, there are two options. It can be taken from your URL, if you know. If it is residing in your any drive or anywhere in your desktop or PCs or laptop, then you can take it from here. I think I should take it from my device, so that I am choosing showing the demonstration, I will take it. So this is the work prior to creation of blog you have to do. So that is why there are certain images that I can take it. So what was the title here? Heading. Okay. So suppose blog of primary department. So you just be ready with this type of image. There is another option. Now once you have selected, you have certain option. It is just reading and taking it from your device to here. It has come now. So web blog to access resources. So I was ready with this type of image. I had just managed previously prior to create the web logs. Now you have option. You want text behind text title instead of title and descriptions. You choose as per your choice. You need one more thing, that you have to shrink it so that it can fit to the heading. So we have seen, and then as I mentioned, you have to save it one by one. It is interlinked, so everything, and then you blog. Here we will refresh it. Now some image should come here, automatically taken some space, and here you are saying it has come. Now you have to little bit customize it, as I mentioned. In what way you have to customize? You just lowering the text and maximize, giving some changes in the width, and so now you see library blocks of Bilaspur is coming, but now here also a web blog of Bilaspur, so it's a certain type of duplication, and moreover some images are not visible. So now you go and edit it. So I'm just very quickly doing, so you can do as per your choice. So again you go to page header section, edit it. There is option in the right hand side, edit it, and you can do that. Here I was just showing there are image placements, the options are there. So instead of title and description, we want our heading. So just I selected second option. Why is it now being updated? And it has been updated, I think. Now you just click it and refresh it. All the times you do that while creating your weblogs, you are seeing that it has been gone. Now it is looking like, now it's more beautiful, and it is understandable that it is clear. Now you see that if you want to change any theme, you can. You are not satisfied with the theme, you can change it. And so these are the bar for the pages. Now this is the place for posts. Now still we see that in what way we can add our footer section and images. So go there. I'll just show you, and then you can do yourself by these things. So there are options in sidebar. Similarly, main sidebar, you want to search your blog. So now this is important thing. So you just activate it by search the blog. You can change it, and here you can give access point, anything. You can change it so it looks good. Now you are seeing it has already automatically taken. Here is pages. You want here some sorts of advertisement also. So now add a gadget. I want here some images of my Vidyalaya. So you can give your profile to your blog, like page headers. You intend to have here in this section your followers. This is important. So someone will see, and then it will come to your blog. So save it, and followers. Yeah, yours. You can write it our friends likewise. So I'm satisfied with the word followers. So it has been just activated in the place sidebar only. You have to see where you are placing, whether you are placing in the left side, because I have opted the theme which has now in the sidebar is also giving two options, left sidebar and right sidebar, because I have customized this. Okay. Now you see you intend to have feature post, popular post. You just select it. Popular, you just have to edit it and then select. Okay, I will go it. You edit the feature post. Title, you just give feature post, any title. So you just give features, anything you can give. I'm saving time and just save. It can be removed later on if you don't want. You want what are the popular posts of my blogs. Okay, which time durations, all time, last 13 days. I intend to, since I am updating, it's dynamic in nature, so I will utilize these services in what are our popular services, so that I can update much more in within 7 days. So now I am saving it, and maximum I want popular posts details three at a time. So anything you can just customize as per your choice. Now you see that footer section is lying empty. We saw that. So you add gadget in your footer section. Likewise, you have a lot of options there. You can manage, and then you can select as many as options here available. Like I want it Wikipedia, so that it will come in your blogs and you can search the Wikipedia. The footer is divided again to in the two parts. Here also I want some image of my Vidyalaya, so I just select it, and it's very simple. Just you have to give the time our Vidyalaya. You guys can give your college. You can give any type of captions. You can give anything like premises. Anything you can give, and here you have to give the link of if you are willing to give. Suppose I want to give the link of our Vidyalaya, then you can give and you can select, because you are ready with all those things. So here KV Bilaspur link. So I am just control C select कर लिया हूँ. Now I am just giving here link as my Vidyalayas premises and blocks, and it's another website. Now image is not empty here, so now I will take it from my image from my device, and I am taking it as like this. Suppose this is the image. Now open it and just you shrink so that it will suitably fit to your blog. Now I am saving it. It is showing preview, but I am just saving the time. Now a lot of changes I did it. So now we see that in that at the moment how it is looking like. So we see that certain changes what we applied, it has already been implemented and executed. Here in what way we see that footer we are going to see. We have given Wikipedia. Now your reader can search here, need not to go to the Wikipedia separately. So that is why this is the beauty of the blog. You can access a number of desired yours within one click. So needless to mention to remember any type of websites or URL. So you can search the Wikipedia from here, from your blog. Now another RSS is different. RSS tells us to take the updation of any websites, and then it has to show in your blog. So in how you will do that, I will be coming to it. Now see that in the footer section premises are coming. Now since I have appended one link, so now the users want to see that your Vidyalaya, so that it will come. So just click it, you will go to your. So recently we have done some human chain in order to Azadi ka 75 Mahotsav. So like we are celebrating, all those things are coming here. I have to just. So these are certain. This is our weblog. So a lot of happenings, programs, academics. So you can go, need not to remember this blogs. Is our principal, and so the stops there. So now likewise you can go and select and do a lot of things as per your requirement of your institution, colleges, your services, a lot of things. But now you have to give, remember one thing, you have to devote yourself totally and commit, and some time management should be there. So you can give as much as time, then quality blog will appear. So likewise you can give one thing I was talking about, how to enter your image in your profile. This is left along with RSS. In what way this is important. So let's see. I will also have to see that. Suppose RSS I have to add. I will have to go to layout. Okay, everything is should be available in the layout. I will be looking, it has to be in left side. So sidebar, I want to accommodate the RSS in the sidebar. So real simple syndication should be coming here. So is there any type of facility from Blogger? Yeah, feed. So now this feed add contents from an RSS or item feed from our blog. So ये कैसे आएंगे? Here it's nothing and nothing is there. Now you have to go to that particular sites and take XML, take HTML, not a web link, not a URL. You will have to remember that you have to take the XML URL. So how will you do that? So I will be showing, suppose cricket 2020 is going on. So cricket RSS feed. Okay. So cricket RSS feed for cricket info is very famous. So I am going to take it. If you select this HTML directly, then it won't come. You have to go to select XML language. Now I am interested in India. So now I am selecting India's XML file for this particular cricket information. I have to select it. So this is the updated version of cricket contents which has to be in my blog I want. So here you see that you just give your URL. Okay. Now you see that what is going to happen. Here there is two mandatory fields, one for title. I have type, it's not being taken any type of string by and it is followed by feed URL. Here I have taken that XML in the form of URL. It's a XML code. Now you can change here you can option to change feed URL later on if you want to switch it over to anything. Maximum number of shown items I want it to be 5. Okay, so for that you have to continue. Here you see that the moment you click the continue option, title has automatically taken because I have opted this URL of ESPN. Now here you can say how many news you want. I want 5 or 6 or 4. I want 4 because I want another information in my blog. So item dates, yes I want. So item resources of author of this particular news as yes I want, and open links to the new window definitely. So now save it. So see this, we have been it has been configured in a meaningful way, in a proper way, so that it has to be appended in your blogs, and your blog has been restructured because the command has come visit updated. Now you have refreshed it and see that whether in real sense it has come or not. Okay, it has. Now I have to again switch it over to vblog. Now let's see where I had given it. Yes, left in the left side it has come. India news from ESPN. This is RSS. This is nothing but the RSS. Real simple syndication. And now without being going anywhere, you can have the news of the current news of cricket from that renowned ESPN crickinfo.com. So now see this the date. It's a 29/10 today's or yesterday. So now Rohit Kohli and Suryakant power India to the top of the group. So likewise, you can see, and later on you can add and change to the anything like you want. Certain students want news, so then you can add it to the news and change. So this is the way to add the RSS link to your blog, so that we can be updated about the current changes, recent changes of a particular site. The moment any type of updation, it will automatically be there. It will automatically be updated here also. So this is now it is coming. So you see this. See, it is coming free of cost, and then through the blogger. Only thing what we had to done then, we required one internet connection. We required only one time devotion and focus and concentration. We required some sort of it's not a technical, much technical aspects, only practice makes man much more wiser and perfect. So now practice is required here. And then you have proper planning. You have to accumulate materials as per the requirement of user, otherwise it will be in vain and your efforts all. So these things I think my experiences tell then I tried my level best, and these are all pandemic work. So I utilized the time of the pandemic when I got the opportunity to sit and work from the home. Otherwise it would be not possible. So see this, here there is no follower. So now suppose I itself myself is visiting my site. Suppose you are a user going and then following. Just any user suppose is going and then following your, so it will be showing like followers. So here you can be able to see that these are the follower of my blog. Now these are, you can access point. You can see that any, suppose you want to see your blog is very bulky, you want to see that DELNET, suppose you just click it and see, and where the DELNET is here in your blog, you see that it will be giving the value of DELNET. Here it has come because we have very limited. So post matching इसलिए नहीं दिया because it is taking as a post DELNET. You have to give as a post. So we have taken it as a page. So now you have to give virtual library. Otherwise it would have come. So be little bit careful about this. So it is coming now, virtual library. So showing post sorted by relevance in the query. So you As many times you are updating it, it will be giving a much glimpses to your blog. It will be more useful for your users, and very quickly and with ease user can access their desired sources with one click, and then they can later on use for effective teaching learning if the teacher. So now see that importance of this library 2.0 applications. Suppose you want one more thing or two things if time permits, then here you want one thing is left, it's very important. Now we have to go to settings. This is important. Let it be most of the time has to be default one, but now in what way you can give description to your profile. So at the bottom you just go and select your user profile first. Now check in and check. Share my profile, yes. Show my email address, yes, I intend. Show my sites I follow, definitely, because it's a public one. Username is this required. Email address is this, and then display name. Display name you can change it from here if you want. Now I want some profile photo, because at this moment time the photo is not coming, so I have to choose the file from my profile photo you want to paste, because you are the author and creator of your or you want your head to be there. So now you just take it if it is there. Okay, I will take it from passport photo. I will take my image. So suppose a creator of this blog, so you can select as per the requirement, it will come. Now audio URL, if you have any instructions to your users, you want to give that these are such services of our library, so just save it in your drive, and audio URL you can give. So here you just select as your gender. Now homepage URL you can give here. I'm not giving because it's a by default it is taking, otherwise you can give. And wish list you can create. So likewise you just city, town you fill, you will not waste time here. So city, town, region, state, work, industry, occupation, interest. One more thing is important here, you want to say something about yourself, so you just give introduction of yours. So if I see that if I am ready with certain things like profile, so be ready with this type of description. Okay, profile. So now you have profile, you select the required information from your because it is limited to certain, I think some characters limitation will be there. So I am just taking my education qualification and then going back to the web log. Here I am pasting. Here you see that it is right. Write as little as much as possible, and then it is limiting to the 1200 characters. So if it is the 1200 characters, control paste is working or not, it is working. It is under 1200 characters. You can append favorite music and movies and favorite books here. I can like Napoleon Hill. I like Napoleon Hill and APJ Abdul Kalam. So then you may write here. And networking books of Dr. H.K. Paul. I intend always to read. So on Union Catalog. So I like this type of books to read. Okay, like random questions, if anything, you can, in order to retrieve your password or so. Otherwise, not wasting our time, and I'm saving the profile. Now see if there are any changes. If it is saying okay, it is saving. Now we just go and see our blog. You see that here it has come, and then it has saved. Okay, you once check it, then go back to your blog. Here our blog is there. You update it, you refresh it, and see if there is any changes. I have to go to the inside the blog. And then view blog. It will come here under your profile. You witness that about me has come here because I was selected the RSS in the left side. Now you can switch it over to here somewhere. So later on it can be customized as per requirement. I want it to be a top position at the top, just beneath that our heading section, then it can be dragged down. So now this is about me, and this is about your Jila Granthalaya PSP. It's our name, and then this is your profile details, and view my profile, complete profile, so that if you click, then it will come automatically like this. So this is the way to add your profile and add accordingly and update the blogs. So these are some certain important things. I will check it out. If any things which is left and important one, then I will be explaining. So again, I am going to the interface section. Here, theme reading list. Now you are interested. You see that virtual library has come. You just opaque has come. Now you can from where you can manage all those things. You have to manage it from this section, manage blog, and then here you can simply add. I'm not doing this, but I'm just showing you. You can paste any URL. Suppose I want to give URL my personal. So I have created one URL, this LMC Bilaspur .wordpress. See that I'm using that subdomain, no problem, because these service providers are giving me such a wonderful things and opportunity free of cost, so there is no harm to use this. Otherwise, in one case, for the Vidyalaya purpose, I have just purchased one domain and then lmcbilaspur.in. So now lmcbilaspur.wordpress.com. Next, and then you are seeing following options has already come, so that follow publicly and then follow. So this is the way to manage that reading list also. Here you have seen that it has come here somewhere. Library block of KB Bilaspur. You click and then you will be going there. So likewise, I have just selected library 2.0. You just go click and see. It will return the value. This is my personal. It is actually I have worked here, because as per the requirement of user, I was forced to create during pandemic the different types of blocks. That is different thing. But now, as far as library is concerned, what I have created using these two platform named as WordPress and Blogger, mostly Blogger, because it's a free of cost. So now see that everything has been added here. It's a library web blogs, actually library blog, because it has opaque. It has flipbook of the library activities. What the reason has given me assignment of rigorous assignments of fortnightly to I have to prepare that flipbooks on library activities of this reason. So now one can access, my authorities can access what type of this will come, because it has been updating by now. I will be adding it. So now these flipbooks have come. Opaque library, you can see backlit profile. I will show you opaque here whether it is existing, because that is why I am saying that updation required. You have to give the time, a number of things, because you are doing the job, and then responsibility of home, and then coming, and then you have to take 1 or 2 hours time for this block. So this is all required focus and concentration, so that if you want it to be a informative one and dynamic. So online public access catalog of KB Bilaspur, or so that we can go and see this. So here also coming through my blog of library. So this is the library blog. You see that here backlit profile and library on mobile. These are, if I will request Dr. Sangeeta call in future, if it will be possible, then I will be explaining, and I will be taking some 15-20 half an hour time to backlit profile, how it can be created. It's another application of library 2.0, and it's a very beautiful, and it's like as simple as blog and library on mobile. So the others are just Nipun Bharat library. It's all virtual libraries. So now library, that is why I have given it. These are on top. So backlit profile. Let's see that it's mainly I have been recognized by using this. So this is another application of library 2.0 very effectively, that library backlit profile. So it's also free of cost and public domain. See that the different options. If I want to show a lot of things, all depending, I always talk to our users, and after the just knowing the requirement of the user, I go ahead. So likewise, suppose I take this Vidyalaya Sukhyomi, it means press clipping of Vidyalaya. So this is our Vidyalaya. Here it's a press clipping of now see that recently CSIR scientists visited all things, all meetings, all things are happening in the library. So Jigyasa of CSIR, or I have been made in charges of these things. So it gives me a little bit satisfaction because I'm just doing that what I have learned over the years. So that is why at the beginning I mentioned, and my role model has been most respected Dr. H.K. Paul sir. So that it is due to him only that I knew about these things, and now I am just trying to implementing only 10% of what I have learned from sir. So I have to do a lot of these things. So see this, a lot of things has come about, a number of posts have been there. So these are see that beauty is this, we are able to access all those things from a only web blog only. Not, we are not going, need not to go anywhere. So we were there. Okay, I will go back here. So this is all a backlit profile. So I will be showing somewhere in Nacklian or somewhere in paper presentation or somewhere in workshop. So how to create that backlit profile. It's also a sort of library 2.0 applications. So now again going back to this library on mobile. I have created library on mobile too. So it is the combination of all things, whether it is weblogs, whether it is backlit profiles, whether it is any type of virtual library or any type of library 2.0 applications that will come. So if it is working and I have updated that these are coming on library on mobile. So it's a different here also we can accommodate here it as here also. Now where we were, okay. So now we have to go back to this our dashboard. So remember that these has to be open in the next window, otherwise it may be taking time. So I have to select it and go back to our, if you have lost somewhere, the number of windows are opening. So now again you can go to the new post or design, from there also you can go. So we will save our time. So likewise, you just create and use different options available in your see this interface and utilize in a proper way. So likewise, you select pages, then pages will come, and how the pages will come, I just mentioned and just try to explain. If even though it has been saved and created, it won't be visible in your blocks unless until you just linked it to the your layout and then using some sort of wizard, so that will work. So your status will also improve day by day, and it is understood that reading list I have already explained. Again, we go to the layout and see that if something is left, so add a gadget, followers, bridges, add blocks here, sidebar 2. We want to accommodate a different thing in the sidebar 2 also. One more thing which I intend to say you, moving text. You can give the link list also, just select it and then give. It's a very simple. You can type the title of the link, number of the item to be shown, and sorting or alphabetically and so and save. So it's a very simple, you can give the link. So it is nothing to bother about it. One thing is that you want now moving text. Here there is no moving text at all. I mean, let's see. Okay, here no text is moving and it requires HTML program. I will tell you, there are freely available program codes readily available. So now you select, or I have one example for you. I am always selecting from this because I think some IITians has made it. So here it has gone. See, these are the different links of on mobile quiz also. A number of quizzes, you can append the quiz and the student can play the quizzes also and then take part in different type of competitions which are taking place in Vidyalaya. So I'm not appending, but you can take it and as a link and you can append. It's a my YouTube channel also. So I have just made some videos uh, like book reviews, and so it can be added feedback link. You can add the feedback link also here. So if it is available in the, I will show you marking. One thing is left, moving text. If I will have useful links for web, share contents, RSS feed. If it will be available, then I will be showing. I think in the help updated, you can go or taking the help from the blogger. Here I think I can take it. Yeah, moving text. See what will happen. You know that marquee commands. So it has to be under quotes marquee, and then you can give effects by using that command busy color. Yeah, I'm taking it as very simple commands because we require only not much programming. We require only the moving text. Yes, you can give some sort of advancement to it, like you can change the colors and later on you can change the direction of the movement. So we can do very easily. So all things it has to be in under the quotation of marquee. So like for example, you select it. How it will work, we will see. Where we were. Okay. Now I am going to my layout. I want to give some sort of running text, moving text somewhere in sidebar, somewhere cross column, somewhere below the header. If it is provided the gadget, then only we can do that. So here you see that it's just a header, sorry. It is followed by what type of heading? The cross column. Cross column is providing a number of gadgets like of pages. So you just see one by one and accordingly implement. Now beneath that cross column you have sidebar. I think it should have. So add a gadget. Here you see that any HTML, yeah, HTML JavaScript. You just add third-party functionality or other codes. So now you just give to title and content. So paste it. Your requirement of moving text in whatever, in what pattern you want. Suppose I want moving text of welcome only. Welcome in my blog also. So write search library blog. Search library blog. Be sure that it is under the quote. And here you can give text like library blog. Okay, I am saving it here. It is message is giving like updated. Message has come, but we will see that whether it has been implemented because code has to be correct one. So let's see whether it has been implemented. I am refreshing my website's weblog. Yeah, it is coming like that. See. Here it is coming. You can change the width, change the size. Here, if it is 12, then you can change the width of the column and so on. You can change the speed of the text, color of the text, so that you need some simple tips of simple readily available codes of HTML, and you do that better glimpses of your blog. So it's a moving text. So library blocks under the since I have given the heading library block. It is coming. One more thing it has come to the mind. Suppose you want to add a page here. You go to the blog. I will take one more minute. And here it has to be from where? It has to be always from the cross column pages gadget. Okay. Now here you add a item. But since I haven't created it, it won't come. So just cancel it and just create one page. And here I'm not giving that actively, but just a simple one. Simply type this because a number of competition for your competition of your institution, yeah, activities of your institution. So you just give suppose quiz and then access it and participate. Access and participate. Access and participate. Access and participate. Now you have to be ready with whatever work. I have done a number of uses I have made using Google Form and H5P. I will take H5P. It's better. So H5P. My voice is visible. Dr. Sangeeta call. My voice is visible.
Yeah, Rajesh, you're audible, you're visible, yes, very much, very much.
I was hearing that.
No, with the rapt attention. Everyone is listening to you with the rapt attention. So please.
I will take another 5 or 10 minutes only. So now I am just going to what way you can append that as many as pages you want. I am giving 2 or 3 examples only. So if it is there, I will take it
Yeah, because
okay.
Rajesh, since it's 4:45, we are just wanting to also have some scope for questions from our attendees,
Definitely,
and
definitely.
they may have to, because they may have to then leave also. And so I just would like to request you if you can sum it up maybe in another 2-3 minutes, so that we can
1
have
minute.
at least some 10 minutes time. Yeah, please.
And
Kindly.
yeah, definitely, it is much more important. So I am just
Yeah,
finishing and
please.
concluding within 1 minute, only
Sure.
1 or 2
Please,
minutes.
kindly,
Okay.
kindly, kindly. Yeah.
Thank you for listening me and giving me time. I am just simply I have worked and saved it so that I will save the time and I will open it. So where that my quiz is H5P, it is available in the H5P. Otherwise, I can go directly and search it and take it. So okay, H5P. Okay, it is coming. So these are the contents of my quiz. I have worked on it also, so that on different competition in our Vidyalaya, the CCA department is appearing, existing, so that in colleges also a number of competitions will taking place. So now you just select, it's a number of quizzes using this platform. You can use any type of platform, you know. So you, in what are the ways you can append it? You can, I haven't shown you the insert image. You can, I have shown the image. Now you can also take the videos also. I will showing in this slide only. So only two things, 2 minutes. So here you paste it, open it to the new window so that it will be distinctly visible. Now I have done it. Now access and participate quiz. Now I suppose I want to show you the innovative practices. Yeah, all those things are come innovative practices. You can give your neck bleeding and something like that in colleges. So neck practices likewise. So here innovative practices in terms of video I want this time. So now you insert a video also. You can upload it from your computer. So see this, if it has been available, then you can choose a video to upload or drag it. So if it is available, you have to go to your drive or so. From there, I'm just showing you custom file there. If I click here on file, so you can give, and you can select it from here. This is the way to select your video files also. So this is the way. So just I have mentioned in what are the ways to add your videos also. So just I publish it, or if I, because time consent. So this is the way to add. It's very simple. You have to drag it down to that particular place. Now I'm confirming it and seeing whether it has come or not. I just refresh to my blog. Now see the changes is being accepted here. Okay, I'm going to blog and view blog. No, it is not showing. See that recently I have created the page of quiz, but it is not showing. Why? Because one more thing is left. So we have to go to our layout portion, and in the layout we have to connect our page to a gadget that is left. So where we want it, and beneath the cross column, go, and now you will see that pages have been add a new item. Here you will just collect the save and type anything quiz. So you can give the quiz and save it. And now again save it. As many as time you are seeing save option, you have to do implement it. Now you see your block, view block. Here you see that quiz is coming. Home we have created and successfully attached to a gadget of a page. Likewise DELNET and quiz. Now you click the quiz, and here you will see that the author and quiz everything will come. So here you just quiz access, innovative practices. Since I have not attached any videos, it is just showing the text. Otherwise it would have functioned like this. So access and participate. You can access and participate. See this, the beauty of this. You can use different platform and different type of quizzes you can use it. For example, 1 minute, for 1 minute I am not be playing, but I will show, just select anything and it will be working. So important days and drag, some drag, it's an interesting one. So I'm selecting, yeah, drag the button correct place them in the correct place. See this. So this is the case. It has to be a user friendly, and then it has to be attractive, so that not only student will update, and then the same time the positive and then meaningful use of the devices as far as students are concerned will take place. So that is much more important, because we all know that aware that the students are using in what way the social media is all about. So this is the very positive way to use that library 2.0 web library blocks, so that student may attract here and then use, make it sure that they will be using these ICT devices in a meaningful way. So now suppose, for an example, how many colors are there in rainbow? So a student will select, not only he will update his knowledge, but also he will use devices, these devices in a meaningful way. Just click it where you want to keep, and then you will get answer. Likewise, you can do that. So this thing I wanted to show you. So this is all about web blocks and library blocks rather, and you can create as per the your requirement, and be careful about prerequisite as far as this time concerned, and then you have to be focus and concentration, and you have to be very aware about that desire and requirement of the users, that only that your weblog your library blocks will be meaningful. Otherwise all effort will be going to be in vain. So we have to be very careful in this aspect. Otherwise it's a free of cost. And if you want to change the domain name, you go to the one last thing I will explain you. You have to all those things, setting parameters, all those things you can, if you want to willing to now delete, remove these blocks, there are options. Otherwise by default it will work. I'm just showing that this is the last one. Meta tags are there. You just select it, and then meta tags will work, so that your website will be better searchable. So like errors, crawlers, indexing, so a lot of things. Now here, from here you can manage your videos, backup contents, import contents, and you can remove. So suppose I want to remove this block, and then I want to switch it over to something other. So now you can delete it. But suppose you want to, if you are clicking to the delete, you will get another chance, permanently delete or undelete. So I am just undeleting it. So likewise you can do this type of thing. So now it is possible through the settings. Simply domain also you can purchase by using these setting options. So here somewhere it has been given that HTTP directs permissions to whom you are giving the permission. Maximum post can be changed anytime. I want 7, 10, 12, how many posts you want, you can select it as per your wish. If you limit to the 5, or if you limit to the 10, any post. So you hear from the post number, then these are some user friendly words. As name implies, that answer will come. So these are the comment. Location, from here you want email, so which type of notification you want. Time zone you can set it. This is one more thing left, which is important. Your time zone is taking as Los Angeles, you can change it to the Calcutta and Indian time zone. So it's a header forward. Now you have, I'm just cancelling it and going to the, it's a Pacific zone. Now somewhere it is given Calcutta and Indian time. So now you select and then do accordingly, because we don't have much time here. So if it visible, then I will select it. Otherwise let it be. You can select it from Kolkata and Indian Standard Time, IST. So it is, I had seen that I had selected for my blocks from somewhere here. So GMT. Okay, so you select accordingly here. So GMT 5:30, so Indian Standard Time, you select it. So see that the here time zone has been changed here. So now it will be showing Indian Standard Time in your block. That is much more important. And so these are some mandatory things which you can amend accordingly as per your wish. And you can, here is the custom details I am looking. Then from here you can purchase. Since I have not purchased, I didn't see bother about it, but you can manage it from this section, because here some you can manage your comments also, location, where post, maximum post, that I just mentioned it, permission to whom you want to give publishing blog here. Now you see a custom domain, so you just select it. Okay, just let me go to blogger address is okay. Now you select first custom domain. You want to give a buyer domain. So I don't want blogspot in my URL. At present it is giving blogspot.com. I want directly yourname.in. Now, in that case, this is the last thing I am just explaining. So now you can change and you can purchase from here. See that their pattern and then costing. If you want to purchase .com domain, then 860 per year. .net, .org, .in, rupees 186 per year, not much. .info is costly, rupees 1,530. Otherwise, there are different options, and they are suggesting. Suppose we have created a library block of KB Blaspur. Now I intend to be test co.in, so only I have to spend rupees 790 per year. Then it will be changed. It will not look like this library blog of KB Blaspur .blogspot.com. It has to be domain will be replaced by co.in. So it's not costly. It's lowering the cost, I think, Blogger. So you can manage it very easily. If it is official, then there's no problem. So this is the way to just purchase the domain. So again, I am coming back. So profile can be done by using profile section. So this is the way by which we can very easily create our library block, and which is very useful tool of a library 2.0. And we have to utilize it because we have learned, and then we have to implement our whatever we have gone through during our education of library science during DLE, MLIC and PhD and so. And moreover, for our user satisfaction, we are working. So I'm very thankful for Dr. Sangeeta call, and then I just salute your effort. So I'm just nothing before your work, but only things that important. You have given me a chance to just share whatever my experience, though we all be knowing that, but now I was struggling for 4 or 5 years in what way we have to create. Now I think that a lot of wastage of time that time. Now it's very easy, but only things we have to devote ourselves and concentrate. So Jai Hind, thank you very much. This is from my side. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh ji, for such a splendid presentation. And, we would like to congratulate you for really acquiring, such a exhaustive knowledge that you have now on the subject, and for the tremendous contributions that you are making it, not only for among the schools, but yes, largely to the profession. Within a short span of 2 hours, you have delivered such a highly enriching and an excellent presentation, making us all not only aware about this the how to create the weblog and how to use this open source technologies which are in place, but also you have truly inspired each and every one. And it's truly praiseworthy, the work that you have been doing over the years, and that you have been contributing for the library users. We really look forward to, because of the paucity of time, we have not been able to. We really wish that we could have given you more time, but I think I'm definitely, we are going to trouble you again, and would really request you to take a further more advanced workshop on this, more as a practical workshop. And you have given us typically a practical orientation to how to create the library blocks. And perhaps DELNET would be happy to also have a small little kind of a not a committee, but definitely some kind of a forum wherein we can help each other. We can help, our library colleagues, how they can further have a little more hand holding to happen. We remain much grateful to you, Dr. Rajesh, and this has brought back, the wonderful memories of working together. And let me also share to all my distinguished, library colleagues across the country who have joined, that both me and Dr. Rajesh joined. He joined India International Center, and I joined DELNET on the same very day, that is on 4th of July 1994. And both of us have truly been nurtured, by a great visionary, and we feel truly blessed enough by late Dr. H.K. Kaul. And there has been, has been a great journey, and have been seeing him, Dr. Rajesh, that the kind of a significant contributions that he has been making to the profession, and more focused, on the schools wherein we have the young students. And even during this entire pandemic and all these recognitions and accolades that he has received, we wish and pray that many more to come your way. And you have really, it has been an eye opener to many of us, and I think to each one of us over here. And we really look forward, Dr. Rajesh, to have many more opportunities to have this wonderful association with you. You are practically a silent worker, that have been seeing, and I really hold you in very great admiration for the for the great work that you are doing for the profession and for the library users. And we really look forward. Let's see. We would like to have you back again on this platform and to make you, because you have been wanting to also let us all know, apprise us more about many of the other Web 2.0 applications. I think we would like to have an entire one-day, session with you, with giving you a short breaks in between, because it would truly be knowledge enhancing for each and everyone. So thank you very much once again. We can't really thank you enough for your time and efforts, but we really feel so proud of the great work that you are doing it, and may God bless you and you keep on contributing and bringing this change. And we are able to see this, that it's quite visible from your work, your very sincere and dedicated work that you have been doing for past nearly 3 decades. And we really congratulate you, and may God bless you, and thank you so very much for being there with us. It has truly been a very, very special webinar for us, and you have practically shown, and you have also inspired, besides to all our attendees, you have also inspired us at DELNET. We started off one of the blog way back. I was telling it to Dr. Rajesh in our conversations some 7-8 years ago, but yes, now I think it's a high time for us, and you have really inspired us to revive that. And we would really like to now immediately would like to work, and we would be requiring your guidance and your suggestions and your expertise on the subject, Dr. Rajesh. So with your permission now, we would like to make the floor open for questions, requesting our attendees, our fellow professional colleagues, who are there with us today. Any questions? You may have many questions, to ask him. So just wanting to request you, if you may like to ask any questions, please kindly raise your digital hand, and we will be very happy to give you an audio control, or you can post your question in the chat box. I think that would be much faster. Please kindly give us your whatever questions you may like to ask. You can post it in the chat box, and we may like to quickly ask Dr. Rajesh about it. Just requesting all our colleagues, if you want to ask any question, or if you want us to get connected with you in the audio, please raise your digital hand, and immediately we will be able to do that. This is Mr. Akhil A, has felt happy being there and has appreciated. And this is from Mr. Rajesh Sharma. And let me quickly ask you, Dr. Rajesh, this question is from Mr. Rajesh Sharma. His question is, suppose, sir, if we create a blog and a user wants to get updates about that blog information, how do we incorporate RSS feature into it so the user is directly notified into personal email IDs? Mr. Rajan, Dr. Rajesh has shown that how we can incorporate, and this XML, the URLs of this XMLs to be incorporated. But yes, your question is that how we can further integrate it with their personal email ID so that they are being notified. Would you like to say something about it, Dr. Rajesh?
Sure, that's a very definitely a good question, because it seems that the sir is working. The question came from, and then we have to subscribe. There is a field like subscribe. We have to subscribe these options. Under the subscription options, we may be getting, depending upon the different platforms, like in little bit different in the WordPress and so that notification, under notification we have to select the where we want that in which type of platform, like our applications for emailing or like that, so that from there we can select it. And as many as practices, you will see that you will have to go to the WordPress or Blogger help menus. So they are updating it also. So there will be some sort of amendment also. So we have to be aware about it. So now we have to see that we have to subscribe. It is very much available under these all things under the security, and then we have to link it to the different gadgets through our right sidebar or left sidebar or so on, using different layouts. So this is all.
Yeah, thank you very much for this, Dr. Rajesh. And there are some queries, from our attendees asking about your email ID. And just correct me, Rajesh, if I go wrong. Dr. Rajesh can be reached at his email ID, which is Rajesh Sharma KV Bilaspur @gmail.com. Is it correct,
Exactly.
Rajesh?
Yes,
Rajesh
correct.
Sharma, yeah, Rajesh Sharma, KV Kendra Vidyalaya, bilaspur@gmail.com. So that goes as the email ID of Dr. Rajesh Sharma. You can always communicate. Couple of our attendees have asked Rajesh Sharma, KV bilaspur@gmail. There is a question coming in, and this is from Mr. Akhil A. And Rajesh, quickly, if you may like to say something about it. And he's saying about the copyright terms for copy paste in the blocks. Yes, definitely, that's one of the things that we as a library professional have to remain always sensitized about it, because we can't really bring in the content from any of the sites and can do it. Any inputs of yours, Dr. Rajesh, on this about the copyright regulations in place in publishing content?
Surely, it's a really, we have to be careful. That is why, if you remember, while I was demonstrating or showing, I mentioned that when I was adding DELNET. So now I mentioned that time we have to ask the permission from the authorities of the DELNET to whether we can give access to your services, to not the services, only the information about your membership and so. We are not just giving the entire things or link. We are just giving the links, and then if you see that NCERT website, CBSE website, these are we have to be very careful. Like it has to be in public domain. It has to be Creative Commons. Then we can easily take it as. Now, suppose National Digital Library, while attending one or two webinar of the National Digital Library, I asked this question from a professor of this institution. Then they said that these things which are available in the public domain, which are freely available, so are not we are using it meant for the commercial purposes. So now, and with the courtesy, we have to use that courtesy, and we have to mention that it's a work of a particular institution. Then we can apply, because we are using it for quality teaching and learning purpose. We are not using it for what can I say, that for commercial purpose. And when we have duly got the permission, so these things can be taken care of while using. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Rajesh. Definitely, we need to incorporate towards the end of the footer of the page, the copyright disclaimer. It is very important, wherein we do clearly mention that this is all being, the sites that are being mentioned, and it is entirely meant to be used for educational research reference purposes, and it means it's entirely for not-for-profit reasons, that. Now, there is a question for you yet again, Dr. Rajesh. This is from Sanjay Sahu, who wants to say, sir, can I sign in multiple blogger accounts with the same mail ID? One question. The multiple bloggers account, can I sign in with the same mail ID? And the second one is, if I no longer use the blogger account after creating the account, can I permanently delete this account without having an access to my Gmail account? So, for example, if I stop the Gmail, can they do that, please?
As I also shown, in what way under that setting option, you can go there and you can permanently delete your account. You can permanently delete even your Gmail account too. So now there is no question cannot birth that there is any fear regarding this. If you are willing to, even there is option, if you have deleted accidentally, then there is another option, you can retrieve it. But now if you want to delete permanently, then twice from the setting option you will be asked. Then using this, you can delete it permanently, no problems. So you can do so. And multiple accounts, I show you, that is why initially I told that in what way, even though the existing blogs are there, you can create and access the blogs using this blogger.
Fine. Dr. Rajesh, just one quick question from me. And the question is it possible enough to export out, all the configuration files? The query is, for example, we want to replicate it. We have a huge, large number of member institutions. Everyone, has to, would be interested to create own library blocks of theirs. Is there a way to replicate these? Replicating it is that, then they can further edit it. They can further incorporate their own images. But as a prototype, we make it, and then they can further go and edit that. And is there an option wherein from the back end, because this is all being hosted online, on the Blogger website, is there a way that we can export out these configuration files, the entire configuration files and all the content, and then can think about importing it into some of the other Blogger site?
Good question. These platforms usually offering this type of services when we use that in under setting. If you see that WordPress and in the WordPress, I have seen that multiple user can be added, and then here also we have to search it. Then multiple user, there is an option called multiple user, so that you just activate it and you give the permission to the user you want him to be edit on your behalf. So now you can do so.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. This is a question coming in, I believe the last question. Can we expect more updates in the bloggers, especially for library professionals? Would you like to say something, Dr. Rajesh?
Pardon?
As Mr. Akhile is wanting to ask that, can we expect more updates in the blogger? Especially he's thinking about for library professionals, since we, keeping in view, are there any, the way we have for Joomla and others, for in CMS, some very special, kind of an, kind of add-ons for the libraries. So he's just wanting to know whether for in the blogger, he has something special for the library community.
Yeah, definitely. If you are willing free of cost, or it depends, or if you are going to opt some domain, so definitely customization may differ, and then you may be offering some sort of services like you can you will be willing to add upon. But now even though you are using that free services, then there is updation and quick updations I have seen today only. So there is 2 or 3 updations, and immediately I will switch it over to the help menus of WordPress is rather Blogger. So now you can very effectively can use and these type of updations. So you have to aware about and then about what type of updation is going on. So now I have also surprised about that their pattern and then their prices. It's not so high. So now you can purchase a domain, and then by purchasing the domain like WordPress and Blogger, you will be getting advanced features. So by using these advanced features, what you are willing for your institution. As far as this personal blog is concerned, it is not at all required. But as far as these institutions and big institutions are required are concerned, then we may purchase some domain, and along with the domain, depending upon the cost of the domain, you will be getting the facilities of updation too. So you will be highly highly attractive about highly impressed about these type of additional services of this. But as far as mine is concerned, that my requirement is just justified. So that is why I am using freely. But now I have purchased a domain. That is why I purchased a domain, because I got some very quality oriented extra facilities as far as WordPress is concerned. So now, but the problem is that it's not a one-time payment. We have to just pay every year. So if you get the permission, first you get that approval from your library committees, and then from your head of the library committee, and you go ahead with this. You will definitely be updating with the new features, and it is coming. You know that now these days we have already been familiar about what the tutor is going to be changed. So now this is all about this. What I want to say.
Yeah, this is the last question now, Dr. Rajesh, for you. You have such a exhaustive session this afternoon, and the question is from Mr. Akhil A, who is wanting to know how to manage. I think Mr. Akhil, not from Akhil, this is from Mr. Kosigi Mahesh. And he's just wanting to know a little bit that how to manage the comments in the bloggers. Means I'm just taking half of your question, Mr. Kosigi Mahesh. We just want to know, Dr. Rajesh, in the blogging environment, because these comments, especially when we are dealing with our library users, can be really restricted. Can it be that it has to be before it directly gets posted, that there is a kind of a review process before it gets, because especially managing in the libraries, you have users who are being there. But is it like anyone and everyone can post it, or are there any kind of reviews which can be there before it gets finally broadcasted?
Under the setting option, you will get the comment. Under this comment, you will be directing to whether you have to moderate it. This is for Blogger I am talking. So now you have to just select it under the yes, definitely I want to moderate it first. So you will be getting opportunity to see whether it is really good for your blog, or it suits to your users of your blog. So you can restrict or not unwilling comments from the users, because it may happen. So now you will get the opportunity it's not a tough, very easy. You go to setting, under setting, comment, and under comment you will get the 2 or 3 options there, whether you want to moderate it prior to posting of any comments. So you just say yes, and that's all.
Thank you so very much. Dr. Rajesh, truly remain much grateful on behalf of DELNET and on also behalf of each one of us over here. Everyone has truly felt, truly benefited, with your great expertise, with your, wonderful deliberations in such a lucid, in a very simple manner. That speaks volumes of the, the great work that you are being engaged with over the years. And that's a great contributions that you are making. We are pretty confident and sure that each one of us over here would have many takeaways, from this, and everyone would definitely think now, that how they can use this blogging platforms in making, their services more visible and more user-centric, as we are able to witness it this afternoon, all because of our distinguished speaker, Dr. Rajesh Sharma. Dr. Rajesh, once again, on behalf of each one of us, we express our very sincere, warm, sincere thanks and gratitude to you for being there, taking out time. And we would like to present a memento from DELNET. This is going to come down to Bilaspur. We really wish and desire that we should be able to invite you at Delhi and to hold an exhaustive 2 or 3 days workshop, all together on Web 2.0 applications. But till the time that happens, we are going to send it across to you with great sense of, our appreciation and admiration for the wonderful work that you are doing it for the profession and for everyone, Thank you so very much. And we request you to kindly accept this.
Thank you very much. I am in fact inviting you to come to our central universities, Guru Ghasidas University, and then please come to my residence. So I am inviting, I'm taking advantage of it. And I salute you and your staff, and doing across globe a wonderful work for our profession actually. So we are just following you. Thank you so much.
No, it is all mutual. It is all collaborative, cohesive, in joining hands together. Each one of us, the professionals, have to bring more name and glory to the profession. And it's indeed such a great blessing, to have you also around with us in this entire journey of, networking, coming together for a greater purpose, for a greater cause, and that is to serve the society. So it's indeed being so wonderful, Dr. Rajesh, and we really look forward to having an opportunity. And I would also like to have a very sooner, a bigger opportunity to request you, invite you. I'm going to certainly speak to you about it, because we have our forthcoming NACLIN. This is to inform all our professional colleagues who are being there with us this evening, that NACLIN is going to be on 14th, 15th, and 16th of December. And we may really like to see that we can invite Dr. Rajesh, if he can squeeze in, some time and can spare time in being there. And if we can talk about a couple of near things that you have been desiring to do, but because of paucity of time, we couldn't do that. So we really look forward to having an opportunity to having you again. Thank you very, very much, Rajesh, once again, and may God bless you and bless you with, infinite energy and enthusiasm that you carry on and have that great passion of, developing and serving, which you have been doing. So indeed, much grateful to you for being there with us.
In fact, I must extend my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to you that you have given me such a wonderful, outstanding opportunity to me to just talk to the attendants of these are all dignified and then eminent professions of our profession. So now I am equally very, very thankful. I don't have a word even. So it's a great to be here.
It is indeed our privilege. It's indeed our honor and pleasure that you have been there with us. I would like to inform our colleagues over here through this platform today that we have our forthcoming program, the online program. Please mark your calendars, mark your schedules, and this is the DELNET annual lecture is going to be on 17th of November, which falls on Thursday, and it will be at 7 o'clock in the evening, 7 p.m. in the evening. And the reason is we are going to have our distinguished speaker, Mr. Peter Bay, the Assistant University Librarian for Collections Access, Fulfillment, and Resource Sharing, serving at Princeton University Library at Princeton in New Jersey in USA, and he will be joining and delivering the DELNET annual lecture, which is on connecting libraries and collections for global users. So we request you, please mark your calendar, 17th of November, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And we request you to please do join us. We would be sending across the web link for it in yet another 2 or 3 days time. And we would truly be grateful if you may also can help us in informing as many as professional colleagues across the nooks and parts of the world to be a part of this DELNET annual lecture. So we are towards now the closure. Let me also quickly tell you that we have been receiving on the chat box a couple of queries about the video recording, because everyone has felt truly benefited and would really like to go back again and do the things and again consult the entire knowledge deliberations what Dr. Rajesh has deliberated in such a wonderful manner this evening. So please let me remind you that the entire video recording of the session will be available on the DELNET's YouTube channel. I think we also request you to please do subscribe to it. That is a web view out of the webinars. It's a, we have made it as a shortened version of web view, and which is on YouTube, and the entire deliberations will be also uploaded, and you are most welcome, to further refer to it. Dr. Rajesh can be, contacted at Rajesh Sharma, kavbilaspur@gmail.com. Also, we would be, very much be wanting to have him back again on any of the days, 14th, 15th, or 16th, primarily on 14th of December, on the first day of NACLIN, wherein we have that's a day dedicated for the tutorials. And we may like to have a Web 2.0 application in libraries, wherein Dr. Rajesh, he has practically done so much. So it's an open invite to you through this forum also, Dr. Rajesh, and it would be a pleasure to make many. And also, I think, we also should try to see to create, it's like today we have made a beginning, but we should also think about having kind of a regular programs, especially on the open source tools, especially on the open technologies, for which you need not to, invest in. You just need to invest in your time and efforts. And I think DELNET would be very happy to do even a follow-up programs and follow-up webinars to help you out further, in achieving and creating, these, to make the best use of all these technologies and tools. So it has been a great honor and pleasure. Would like to once again thank our distinguished speaker, Dr. Rajesh Sharma, for his very diligent efforts and also for so wonderfully taking this knowledge enriching session this afternoon. And the afternoon has turned into an evening, and he didn't get even a little pause, and he was continuously, and that was a passion that he was holding, which really made everyone, each one of us, also truly glued, and not to miss out any one single step, as he was showing. He was wanting to show much more. Because of paucity of time, we couldn't do that, but definitely, Dr. Rajesh, we are going to come back and request you yet again. So thank you very much. And we would also like to thank each one of our attendees who have been able to join us from different nooks and parts of India, and also from different countries. You have been here, with us this afternoon. We truly remain much grateful to you, and also for a very active, engaging attendees, as your questions, always is not only the question that you would like to find an answer for. There would be many of us who gets benefited out of those deliberations. So we remain truly much appreciative of your presence, and look forward to the same in our future programs. Also, on behalf of DELNET, I would also like to thank my own colleague, Mr. Kushal Giri Goswami, who has been chiefly taking care of the DELNET webinar sessions, much truly appreciative, and also of Mrs. Ranjana, who helps in informing our users community about these webinars. So once again, would like to thank each one of you. It has truly been a great pleasure in having each one of you with us. And thank you so very much for giving, making this day a very special one, wherein we have been able to get not only acquainted, we are fully feeling charged, to take this, the blogging, creating a web blog, something new, some new contribution that we would be making to our respective institutions. So once again, Rajesh, thank you so very much. Has been a great pleasure getting reconnected, on this platform. and a
Yes.
great pleasure always. And it's a commendable work that you are doing it. And may God bless you, and you keep on doing and keep on spreading, this knowledge among others, and your simplicity and your being, the sincerity that speaks, a lot about your determination and your passion, that you hold for the profession. So thank you very much. God bless you. And also would like to wish each one of you the best of the times ahead. Have a very good evening. And we really look forward to having you back again on 17th of November, 7 o'clock in the evening. Please kindly, it's a request because of different time zones. That would be around 9:30 a.m. for our speaker in US, in New Jersey, 7 o'clock in the evening. We would truly appreciate wherever you are, please do kindly join us, and we will soon be informing you about it. It is always a great honor and pleasure for DELNET to hold these webinar sessions, and not only the sessions, it's a collaboration. It's everyone having that feeling of being connected, and yes, for a higher cause of making a difference in our libraries, making a difference in the lives of our users community. So God bless you all. Thank you very much, and we really look forward to having you back again. Stay happy, stay informed, stay blessed, and do stay connected. Thank you very much once again, and thank you, Dr. Rajesh. A special thank you. We can't really thank you enough. You have been so wonderful, and you have always been a great colleague, to work with. Thank you very much once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, each one of you. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. Thank you. Bye, Rajesh. Bye, all of you. God bless you. God bless you. Thanks. Thank you.